Hi, welcome to the Vinyl Prophet, where I'm going to show you how to DIY a carbon fiber wrap right to your vehicle mirror, whether it's a car or a truck. I just want to show you guys how to do this as a DIY from your own driveway. As you can see right here, we're in a driveway, we're not in a shop, and I want to just be able to do this in the same type of environment that you're going to be doing it in. And so if you purchased a carbon fiber wrap from us, you would have received a roll similar to this, depending on what size you ordered. If you see the clarity of that's the clarity of the print. It's been laminated. On the back, you will see 3M. If you don't see 3M, you didn't order it from us. And so what I did is I just cut off a piece just like this. That's about all we need in order to wrap this mirror right here. And this is my truck, so I'm going to wrap it real nice. I'm going to show you guys how to do it real nice and easy. And this is easy because it's really good material. And the first thing you want to do is, if you were on our store, you would have purchased this knife and this felt squeegee. These tools are going to make your job so much easier. You might already have one of these. You probably bought it from a craft store. That's fine. You might not have one of these. If you do, you might have a plastic one. If you notice, this one has a felt edge. This is really going to glide along this printed material right here. It's going to make your job a whole lot easier. You can purchase these right off New Life Graphics, New Life Graphics, for $14. And just before we continue, if this video is any huge help to you, please hit like, subscribe to us. That way we can put more videos out like this to help you out. First thing you want to do is have a microfiber towel right here, or a paper towel, a lint-free paper towel. You want a solution right here, just some rubbing alcohol. You could use some rubbing alcohol with a little bit of water. That's all you need in order to clean the surface like that. Just to degrease it, to get some bug juice off of it. So we're just going to hit it a little bit, just like that. Give it a good wipe down. And what else you want to do is just ensure that these seams right here, that it's going to grip properly. What you want to do is just take this rag, spray your solution right in there, and see my fingernails. And what I'll do is I'll actually get inside of these creases right here. That way, if your vehicle's ever been waxed, it's going to help get some of that wax residue. You want to get all up in there because that's going to be the most susceptible spot. If there's any peeling of the decal, that's where it's going to peel up, especially when it shrinks. And you get it nice and clean, get that surface nice and primed, ready just for the decal to install. And here's the thing about this decal. Because this is a 3M control tack, watch how easy it is and how forgiving it is to work with. So I've got this piece right here. I could take this whole piece, I could stick it right against this fender just like that. Guess what? Oh, we've got some wrinkles. Well, peel it right back up. Now it's 90 degrees here in Maryland, and that was just that easy to peel up. Good thing is once it's on there for several hours, it's on there. You can run it through a car wash. It's going to withstand a car wash. It's going to withstand weather. It's going to withstand snow. We live in Maryland and we get all of that. And so here's what you can do. You take this piece right here and you can put it right against this mirror, just like that. And here's another trick to do, is if you don't have this felt squeegee, you could actually take this microfiber towel, just like this, wrap it around the felt squeegee, and then you can begin to squeegee it, just like that. See how that goes on nice and flat? You get it in there, and it's already on the flat surface, just that easy. The other thing you could do is, sometimes I like to squeegee with my hands, so I'll just kind of, if I was to peel it up just like that, I could take this and I could act like my hand is a squeegee. And I'll just go back and forth just like that. Squeegee it on just like that. And what you want to do is when you get to these corners right here, this conforms really good. What you want to do is you want to create something that's called triangles. You take your two thumbs and you just pull and stretch. See how that's conforming? You pull and you stretch. If you notice, it's already locking in, beginning to lock in. You pull and you stretch. And you pull and you stretch. And that's all you do, just all the way down, just like that. Come over here on this side. And the other thing is, if this begins to stick to each other, say this folded over, and it's like, oh no, did I ruin the decal? Nope, not at all. See how that unpeels just like that? Straighten it back out. See where I got these little creases right here, little wrinkles? Just pull it and stretch it. Look at it begin to come out. Come over here. Look how that just smoothed out. That whole spot right there just smoothed out. If you find that you've hit like a real sharp corner, maybe your mirror has a super sharp corner and you can't seem to get it out, what you want to do is take your heat gun right here. If you don't have a heat gun, you could use a blow dryer. It'll work, but a heat gun is actually going to be the best. But again, you could use a blow dryer because it is a DIY video, and we want to show you how to do a install just from some tools that you might have at home. So if you take this, just throw a little bit of heat on it, just like that. Look how that stretches out and conforms. Look at that. That just conformed to that whole corner. And I just did that with one hand. So I could take that heat, just like that. Just wrap it around, right? Come up here, get it nice and hot, wrap it around, just like that. And what you want to do is get it nice and warm, right? Turn the heat gun off, put it down, take two hands, stretch it around, just like paint. This whole part right here is looking just like paint now. So you come over here, and this is your sharp corner right here. So you're gonna have to do the same thing on this corner. Nice and warm, not too hot, it's nice and warm. While it's still hot, come up here, wrap it all the way around, and lock it in place. Come up here, all the way around, and lock it in place, just like that. At that point, you just wrap the mirror. And what I want to do is, before I do any trimming, I want to heat up these edges right here, because see where the vinyl's beginning to shrink? You want to take some extra heat to that. And just lock it in. See that? Get it nice and hot and lock it in. Take your fingers over it, lock it in. Take your fingernails, if you got fingernails, just come all the way around and just lock it all in. And look how those seams are beginning to match up. If you don't have fingernails, you can take your squeegee, take the plastic part of your squeegee, heat it up, and just get that in there. That'll be fine, just like that. And what you want to do is take your X-Acto knife. I always make sure I define my line right here between the plastic part that's perforated and the paint, because all we want to do is just wrap the paint. We just follow that line, make sure your blade's nice and sharp. Just make sure you have a steady hand. If you don't catch a good visual of this, make sure you get on an angle where you can see a good visual, because you want to cut on that line. You don't want to miscut, or you wind up getting a little cut line where you're not supposed to. But you basically just want to score it. You don't want to absolutely just cut real deep. You're just scoring it. That's all you need to do to cut this material. I want to jump up here for a brief moment just so I can see. You just take the excess after you've cut it and just peel it right on off, just like that. See how that just peels off? And if you take a look at it, boy, now you've got a carbon wrapped fiber mirror. And so you want to take your fingers, just because you cut it, take your fingernail, or your squeegee, one or the other, depending on what you have. Just go around these edges right here. That way your lines are really defined. And one more time, you want to take your heat gun or blow dryer. Make sure you hit these edges really nice and hot. Because like I said, vinyl shrinks by nature. And if there's a part that's going to fail, it'll be your edges. That'll be the part that fails. Get it all up top, nice and hot. Getting it that hot, get it over on this edge. Get it all in there. And there you have a finished product. If you come on this side, you'll be able to see this. It's like night and day. Carbon fiber wrap mirror. Folks, it's just that easy. And we'll be coming out with more installs for you. We'll come out just so I can show you how to do tailgates, fenders, installing a decal as a DIY project, just right in your own driveway. This could be a side hustle for you. And feel free to hit like and subscribe if this was helpful to you. We want to hear from you, and we appreciate you. We'll see you next time.